Hello, my name is David L. and I'm the author of You Are Gods. It's available at Amazon.com as either digital download or hard copy. The easiest way to get your copy is to do an author search by my name, David. My last name is spelled E-H-L, and you can get your copy at Amazon.com today. In today's video, we're going to be continuing our series talking about the process of getting your prayers answered. First, we talked about being specific. Vague generic prayers result in vague generic answers. If you want something, be specific, be detailed. Then we talked about visualization. A picture really is worth 1,000 words. If you can visualize it, you have a much better chance of receiving exactly what it is that you're asking for. And visualize the end result, not the process of receiving it, but the end result that you'd like to see show up in your life, and allow the how to be determined by God. Then we talked about the power of emotions, positive emotions, into helping bring about your answer to prayer. And then we talked about it's not just during prayer, it's all the time. The happier you can be, the stronger the signal that you send out, the more it unlocks all of the things that you've been praying for and asking for many, many years. Well, in today's episode, we're going to be talking about something that never even occurred to me as a part of prayer. And now, I know you've heard that before, but there are a lot of things that never occurred to me as a part of prayer. But think about this. If God is absolutely everything, that there's nothing that is around you that's not God, then God hears and observes everything that you think, feel, say, and do. You see, that's the other thing. It never occurred to me that my actions played a part in my prayer. But actions are a prayer, a form of prayer. So if there's something that you are praying for in your thoughts and your visualization and your words, take some action in the direction of your dreams. But you're not trying to make it happen. And that was one of the things that eluded me. I thought you were supposed to pray about it and then just go work your butt off trying to make it happen. No, what you want to do is to take action to make room for it in your life, whatever it is that you're praying for. You want to say, okay, I have room in my life, there's a void here, and there's a place for this to show up in my life. So if you're praying for, let's say, a car, and you have a new car picked out that you'd like to have, you can do a couple of different things. And I've listened to other people who have done this. One talked about, all he did was went down to a store and bought a key fob with the brand logo on it. And he was saying, I'm ready for the key that goes on this key fob to my brand new car. And sure enough, he kept that around, put it on his keychain, and soon he wound up with a brand new car. Someone else went and cleaned out their garage so they would actually have a room or a place for their new car. You can do this with relationships. If you're single and you want to be in a long-term committed relationship, you can go clean out a closet and make room for them. Or one woman I listened to, she actually was tired of eating alone. And she wanted a friend and a person to have a relationship with. And so she started setting the table for two every time she ate. And said this was for her new boyfriend. And sure enough, after a relatively short period of time, several months, suddenly there was a new boyfriend sitting there at the table eating meals with her. And it was the relationship that she'd always wanted. She had just simply started making room for this person in her life. So it's those kinds of simple things you do. It's not about making it happen, it's about making room for it and taking steps to say, I already have received this. I've already received the answer to my prayer. And that's one of the keys that Jesus talked about. He said, pray believing that you have already received. So in this process of taking action, it's not taking steps to make it happen, to go out and to get something or to make the process happen. What you want to do is you want to make room for it in your life and say it already exists in my life, and this is how I'm going to treat this situation. So you're cleaning out the garage or a closet to make room for somebody else in your life, or you're setting the table for that companion of yours. Those types of things. So whatever it is that you're praying for, think about some sort of action that you can take to make room for it in your life. And you'll be amazed at how that increases the speed at which it shows up in your life. especially if you take steps on a consistent basis, not just one time, but on a regular basis to go make room for it in your life. I've also done things like pack a bag. I decided I wanted to go on vacation. I picked the spot I wanted to go to. I didn't have the money to pay for the trip, but I went and packed my bag. I got it packed and ready to go. And this was literally a month before I went. But sure enough, the money showed up to send me along on my destination. So those types of things can send the signal to God that I'm serious about this. I've taken action, a step in the direction of my dreams. I'm not trying to make it happen. I'm leaving that up to you, God, but I am serious about it. And so my thoughts, my feelings, my words, and my actions are all in agreement. And when you start doing those types of things, suddenly you start to see and get this response from the universe, or God, whichever you prefer, supporting your choices. So go out and find something simple you can do to take a step in the direction of your dreams, to make room for something, whatever it is that you're praying for in your life, and see if that doesn't take you further along the path. So thanks, and I hope you've enjoyed it today, and we'll be talking to you soon.